guys, day 2 in Rhode Island. Well, actually, we're in Massachusetts right now. We're actually in Swansea, Mass. Let me see if I can get that shot out there. It's a very calm, quiet town. We're gonna go hit legs now. Last night turned out to be awesome. Like, we were only supposed to go out, right, babe? For like, right, babe?
Right, babe?
Maybe we were only supposed to go out for like an hour or 2. We went out till like midnight. For us, that's like...
It was like 1 in the morning. You guys, I go to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock to get up so early. I didn't have a voice.
We went to Alforno. Is that Alfino? It was a restaurant. It's like this really cool Italian place here downtown in Providence on the water. So we ate there with Henry and Vanessa. Henry's my best friend growing up from the day that I landed in Warren High School. And then Henry and I used to work with another guy named Don. And Don happens to own a club or a restaurant now in Providence. So he's like, you guys come down here. So we went there and we wound up sitting there probably like 11, 12, maybe 2 or 3 hours just sitting there fucking shooting the shit like nonsense. I mean, it was great because the stories that I tell that I don't think a lot of people believe, Aaron got to hear Don tell the stories and Henry tell the stories about we used to get into so much shit. Like, Don was actually the guy who got me my first steroid cycle. Like, he was like, stop wasting your money on GNC. Give me $60. I'll get you fucking steroid. Like, I guess you had to be there. Like, there's so much.
Characters, okay.
But what was awesome about the whole thing is we're all older now. We're all calmer now. We're all like...
Sort of.
Like, mature, I guess. As about as mature as we're going to get. Like, that's how that works. But it was cool to just be like, we had a past, but right now we live in the present, and we're just kind of looking forward to the future. It was kind of weird because we kind of made a shift, I felt like, last night, from leaving everything in the past to just living in the now. Even though we're so different, we're still the same as, like, what we were. But, yeah, super, super fun. And I didn't record anything because I was like, I just caught up in the moment. I didn't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a shit if this gets on film. I don't give a fuck about interviewing Don and Henry. Like, I was just caught up in the moment, having fun, and just enjoying, like, being around them for the first time in fucking years, you know, like, you know, just being able to just connect again like that. So today we're going to go train legs at Swansea Total Fitness. And I'm not looking forward to this. My knee's been bothering me because Aaron put 1,000,000 pounds in the fucking suitcase to travel with. And I was trying to bring it down the stairs, like, with the one leg.
Yeah, I packed all those shoes, you know, and all my fashion.
All the stupid fucking Yeezy shit that she has and stuff.
All that high fashion stuff I'm into.
So thanks for hurting my fucking knee, babe.
Yeah, you know.
Right, babe?
Right, babe?
So this ought to be good. So we're going to film a little film in there. Then today is Newport, which Erin's never been to in the summertime, which I think she's going to really enjoy. So do you want to train legs?
All I heard was sushi.
Look, her shirt again. Look at this. Boom.
You guys, he buys this shit on purpose.
Yeah, well, it looks good. Doesn't that tank top look good, guys? Look. It looks good, right?
Babe.
Even that weight actually feels heavy. Every weight in here feels heavy. Like, I can't explain it.
It's like they filled everything with extra lead.
My knee is definitely hurting, like right under here. Where I pulled it, I can feel like that's the scar tissue right here from where I need that guy in the face. Like, over and over again, you can feel the crunchiness.
Where you need that guy in the face.
Yeah.
When I need that guy in the face.
This guy that almost killed at the club. It was like, it's right here. Like, I can feel the scar tissue right here. This is like bone, and you can feel the scar tissue above it.
Well, maybe you shouldn't need people in the face.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there.
First of all, I'm 42 and I don't need people in the face anymore.
When was the last time you need someone in the
my
face?
anomaly. No anomalies in the gym.
Did you tell that story yet?
Yeah, it was yesterday, remember?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, no anomalies in the gym.
Everything has been something about an anomaly this trip, by the way.
Hi, I'm Jerry and I have an anomaly. Where in my pants?
I have a groin anomaly.
Alright, do some squats, even though my knee is hurting. And after we do squats, baby, what are we going to do?
I'm going to shoot you. You're irritating the shit out of me.
First of all,
I'm just going to get hurt.
No, you can't. You're going to fucking, you jinx it. You're the jinx. When you told me I was going to tear my pec, I tore it. If you'd been like...
You know what the jinx was? You going, I'm going to be bench pressing the jinx. Like, I have nothing to do with it.
Shut up, man.
I'm the voice of reason.
We're going to voice of reason.
It's scary. It's actually terrifying to think that.
God. Voice of reason.
I know. We have problems if I'm the voice of reason. Yeah. We have problems if that's what I'm calling myself.
These weights feel heavy as shit.
They are heavy as shit. I want to watch you guys.
You feel heavy as fuck today. The bar feels thicker too. It's like It's definitely heavy.
Everything here is heavy.
Look at it. It's definitely thicker.
You're so funny. Yeah, the bar's thicker.
That clown funny to you?
Yeah,
Amuse
kinda.
you? I'm here to amuse you?
A little bit. That's why I married you. I was like, who's gonna amuse me? That guy.
Do we go with the Rock ones, semi-frozen yellows, the Louis Vuitton propellers, or the Gucci flip-flops? And frozen yellows for the win. This thing about like if Erin and I leave the house dressed alike, like if I'm wearing this shirt, she comes out wearing the same shirt, I'm like, one of us has to go change because that's just stupid looking, right? So come over here, right? So we're about ready to leave, and we leave, and we get to my uncle's house to pick up my mom, and she's wearing the goddamn same shirt that I'm wearing. Now we look like retarded tourists.
No, actually, it's
my son.
I look stupid
because you don't match now.
I don't match, so I didn't get the memo.
match.
Yeah, Mom, what does that shirt stand for?
Get it fucking done.
What does it stand for?
Get it fucking done.
This is Newport, Rhode Island. There's a lot of these like little shops and stuff, and it's right on the beach. So we usually come up here and go to this little sushi shop. So we're gonna grab some food now.
I was like, if
a
nuclear bomb
grab some sushi here. But we do some filming down here too.
Nuclear bombs.
This is the place in Newport. Yeah, I want to say Virginia. Erin and I came here, was it 2 years ago for my birthday? Right? So 2 years ago for my birthday, and she's talked about this place like, since we came. She's like, when we go back to Rhode Island, we have to go back to that sushi place. Right? It's like super fresh. But then I'm like, what sushi place is not super fresh, right? Like you can't eat if it's not fresh.
Some places are better than others.
Yeah, I guess it's not stale, but some of it just doesn't taste like it just came out of the water.
Right.
But we're in New England, so I'm assuming some of this shit actually comes out of the water here. Right? They got tuna up here. I don't fucking know, whatever.
What is that little? Oh, it's a.
I think it's something my mom put here, I guess. This is the first time I've seen the plaque. It's not as emotional as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I think I'm sad. But like he was so unhealthy and he had so many problems and so much pain for so long. Like, I mean, it's hard to say, but it's honestly he's better off the way he is now. There's just something different about this trip too, you know.
The whole trip has been different.
It's different. It's been a positive and a good trip, and I don't know what changed. You know, I feel I would be like laying on that fucking gravestone right now, like fucking puking and crying my eyeballs out, but that's not how I feel right now. Like I feel sad, but
I wasn't sure if the whole weekend would feel like that to you.
I would too. I wouldn't know what to expect. I've been avoiding it because I don't want to come home, but like I said the other day, I told you, I said, I think I was like, this is not my home anymore. You know, Virginia's my home. That's where I've been for I've been down there for 13 years now. You can't say that this is my home, you know. So I think it was like accepting the fact that this is not home. It's just like, it's a place where I come from. It's a huge piece of who I am. It's my roots. Like I'll always, if I wanted to, I could always come back here. Like the way this trip felt, and feel comfortable coming back to New England. Like let's say just for whatever reason I wanted to get a condo or something up here to just fuck around during the summer. Like now I wouldn't think twice about it, but a couple weeks ago I'd have been like, there's no way. So like this is my dad's plaque, which was given to him by the government, I guess. It says, you know, Vietnam veteran on it. SP4, I don't know what that means. He was military police, so special police force maybe? SP?
If you're asking me, I don't know.
I don't know.
Unless you're just thinking of.
And this is my cousin Christopher's grave here. I think he's the only one here now. They got this for him when he passed away. They put this thing up there, but this is got all this room on it for you. So Christopher, my aunt, my mom will be buried with my dad here, right next to my dad. But the rest of the, I think Heather and Beth, like there's room for, like this whole thing is going to be filled up with my family. So it's like their plots here. And
we've all heard all the stories about Christopher.
yeah. I used to not be able to come back here and see this either. Like I couldn't, like I would come back, but I would just sit here for like an hour and cry and just like freak out. And I guess you get to a point where you're like, what the fuck is the point? Like they're not coming back. You know, there's nothing you can do. You know, I think the thing that bothers me the most about Chris is he was only, shit, I can do the math over there, but
he was young.
He was young. You know, he didn't, like, knowing now I'm 42, like, he doesn't know what 42 is. He didn't know what 42 would be like the way you think, the things that you've seen, the things that you enjoy. Like, by now he'd have kids, like he talked about, he'd have kids, and his kids would probably be, shit, I mean, if I had kids, when we were talking about it, our kids would probably be 20 years old now or something like that, 18, 19 years old, like, out on their own and shit, like, it's just different. I think it just comes to a point where you got to accept the fact that they're gone. You can't do anything. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can have your sad moments and stuff, but to sit around and wallow for, like, you know, some people never get over anything. You know, like my mom, even my mom's getting by, you know, a lot better than I thought she would. But I think that has a lot to do with living with my aunt and uncle, too. Because they're all, you know, they're all together doing old people shit, whatever the fuck that is. But so what we just realized right now, like we got here, you know, visited Dad, visited Chris, and we kind of were looking at some of these other graves, which they died in 1817 or something like that. I think that's how old. Apparently, Rhode Island was founded by Roger Williams, who was one of the Pilgrims. So they landed at Plymouth Rock. He branched out here and founded Rhode Island. So it's one of the original colonies in one of the older states in the entire country. And you get wrapped up in that stuff. And Aaron said, "What's today's date?" I said, 21st. It's my father's birthday today. Which did not even, I mean, I knew today was his birthday. Like, I wanted to be home for the 21st, which was his birthday. But it didn't even dawn on me this morning when we got up and we started moving around and running around and shit, that today is his birthday. And today's the day that we picked to come see the grave. So that's a little weird, right?
No, it's perfect.
All right, this is where you guys are all going to make fun of Aaron and I right now. All you motherfuckers. We're headed to the annual Quahog Festival. Now, you snickering motherfuckers might be going, "Oh my God, it's Family Guy." Well, Family Guy is based in Rhode Island, and the Quahog Festival is, I forget who the guy's name was, but the Quahog saved him in the water and brought him to land, so they have the Quahog Festival. It's a real fucking thing here. So, not because of Family Guy, it's been going on here since I was born or whatever. So we're gonna go check out the Quahog Festival, so you guys will see what a Quahog is and what the festival is all about. Alright guys, we're at the Quahog Festival. They have a live band every year. I don't know who this band is, but like, they'll have multiple bands, different bands on different nights. So I got something called a Stuffy. It's a stuffed Quahog. Now, the Quahog is a gigantic clam that pretty much comes from up here. It's not like the clams everywhere else. They put like bread and like the clams and stuff in there. A little bit of crushed red pepper. And it's pretty much like heaven, right? But it's a taste of New England. So I go up there to get the Quahog. I notice the guy is wearing a Freemason hat. St. Andrews, he goes, "Henry Lodge, number 57. I love that shit. It's so cool, but I didn't even know they had Masonic lodges here growing up. I had no idea. But apparently they have some pretty hardcore shit up here, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna finish our stuffies and enjoy the Quahog Festival a little bit. And just act like Family Guy for a little while. That's good. Alright. Staple. A little Rhode Island legend. Dell's Lemonade. Frozen lemonade. There's little chunks of lemon in there. They also grind up, or like they puree the peel. It's all in there. But unless you live in Rhode Island, you wouldn't know about it and you'll never get it. So if you're in Rhode Island, make sure you see that Dell's like that, and keep an eye out because GIFD Labs might be having something flavored or something similar to this coming out soon too. So.
How are you?
you doing?
I just friended you on Facebook.
I know, and that's how I found out you were here, and that's how I found out I never been here before,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
absolutely.
worked out really good.
Mr. Tiviage, my karate instructor from when I was a kid. My wife Erin,
Hi,
and
Erin.
the BioS3 viewers.
How are you?
Yeah, I actually broke boards and stuff with Mr. T. I was
So
on the
it's your fault
first.
he breaks things.
Well, those are the remote controls now. But we had the first. I was on the first kids team that we had a team fight, and I was so happy to have the little flag on my pants because nobody had flags on their pants, right? That was so cool.
Right.
So how have you been? You're great.
Good, good, thanks. Yeah.
He was really into lifting and stuff too when I was a kid. We had a gym in the like a weight room and stuff in the dojo and stuff.
So far back.
Yeah, it was above.
How old are you then?
I was probably 10 or 9, somewhere around there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I just sold my last school to my son,
Nice.
and I still teach out of it.
Okay.
I do a little bit more different stuff, combative, tactical, Filipino stuff.
Oh, awesome.
Stuff for a
Just not the American style anymore, or-
It still is. It's just it's Americanized where we just combine different stuff, and it's a little bit easier to learn as far as the older people.
Right.
You know, I'm not flying and spinning like I did, so why should I try to teach that
Right.
stuff? So it's really good for the older person.
Are you guys still around here? Or are you
I'm in
out
Bristol, actually.
Now, is that over near the Stop and Shop still? That was the last time I had driven by. It was like long. It was
Yeah. We just
10 years
moved.
ago.
I just sold it to him, so we moved down the street on Gooding Avenue.
awesome.
Like next to Ziabra, down that way, Gooding Avenue. Yeah. So it's doing well.
So you're taking care of yourself, obviously. Still
I'm trying. Matter of fact, I just let David said hello, David Finelli.
Oh yeah, you train with him? In the studio?
Well,
That's
no,
all-
I know. Actually, I just try to diet once in a while with him. Just
Awesome,
to try
man.
to drop some of this stuff.
Yeah, after, I mean, I wound up being a competitive bodybuilder for a while, a pro wrestler for a while.
I know. I followed you.
And I remember I came back, it was before I got into pro wrestling, I'd seen Rocky Silver.
Rocky,
I
he's
run
doing
into
well.
him, and I said, I want to do pro wrestling and stuff. I said, I get the strength from the bodybuilding thing. And he looked at me, he goes, if you want to do the pro wrestling thing, I suggest that. He goes, because the strength's not going to have much. 'Cause I was like 200 something pounds. He's like, it's not going to have a crossover here and stuff.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, who's so Little T has that one.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
you guys have
Little
just
T's
two dojos
42.
guy, right? No,
42
he's not
years
Little
old.
T anymore. He's grown up T.
Yeah, he's doing well. He just opened up another school, so he took my school and I sold it to him like probably under 100 students. He's probably a couple of hundred already.
That's great.
And decided to open up another one in Fall River.
Nice.
You know, he's not like his own man, I'm just a karate guy.
That's awesome. Man.
But yeah, it's doing well. So I do. I still teach part time.
That's great.
And I'm a recovery coach. I help people in addiction.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I saw something about 10 years sober, right? Congratulations.
I'm 22.
22.
22 years,
Congratulations.
yeah.
What was it that you were sober from?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. No kidding.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm 15. I think this year's 16 years heroin.
Oh, come on.
I was hooked on heroin. I got hooked on a bodybuilding drug called Nubane that was going around in the late 90s. And that led to, at that point, Oxycontin was just being like flooded. Like the doctors were just prescribing it everywhere. And I wound up getting hooked on that. And of course, the doctors started tightening the reins on that. And when they did, everybody was like, wow, there's all this little bags of heroin. It's the same thing. It's cheap. Everybody in this area. That's when I was still living in Rhode Island. And all the bodybuilders were hooked on it. And it was crazy. And I get to the point where I was like, look, I had no money left. Me and my wife were just a mess. I got to the point where I was like, I'm just done. So I got clean and literally never even had a relapse, nothing like that. It was one and done. Walked in, it was done. And then in 2005, I had the opportunity to move down to Maryland and just start over. And I was like, that's it. I'm out. I don't want to be around here with all the stuff that's going on.
Gotcha.
I left, started the business when I was down there. And now I have the online training business, the in-person training business, GIFD Labs, which is my company,
Yeah.
and GIFD Worldwide, which is the clothing company.
Yeah.
What size shirt do you wear?
Oh, what's that?
What size shirt do you wear?
Nowadays, I don't know. Extra large.
Extra large. I'll get you one of the trim.
Watching it. It was great. Oh, this way? Oh, we gotta go this way?
We'll go
Shift.
this way then.
All right.
There we go. Perfect. All right. Jack, you gotta get in there.
Hop on this side. We'll go GIFD person, GIFD person.
You need a thing. You need the the cheat button that I have. Okay, hang on one second.
Are you competing this year?
November.
Vegas?
That's me.
Me? Vegas? No.
No.
No, I'm not that big yet. Soon.
Perfect, thank you.
They have a Vegas one. All right, it's like 7 in the morning, right? 6? 7. 6:30 a.m. on Sunday. We're in Boston, Massachusetts, at Logan Airport. You might be thinking, Jerry, why are you in Boston? Well, we were in Boston, but you were in Rhode Island. because United fucked me again. Last night, I didn't get the thing to check in with a flight. I check on it, there's no flight. I was like, I booked a return flight. They actually rebooked my flight somehow, where we flew in the 19th to Providence. They rebooked us leaving Providence going back to DC at the same exact time. How we could be on both flights at the same time makes no sense to me. And then they canceled the itinerary and then credited my account a certain amount of money. And I'm like, what the? Thank you, United. You screw me over at least once or twice a year, every year. Like, if there was a United thing here that was like, punch me in the face and get money back, I'd punch him in the face to get my money back. Like, this is ridiculous. So, basically,
to ensure an immediate and on-time departure.
We had to...
This is a final boarding call for all customers.
Final boarding call. Somebody's going to miss their flight. Somebody always misses their flight.
At gate C28. Thank you.
Oh, shit, it's a crazy zoo this morning. It's Sunday morning. So we had to pay an extra $50, take the rental car from Providence to Boston, drive to Boston. Otherwise, we couldn't get home till like midnight tonight. I'm like, this is fucking retarded. We had to spend another $700 on plane tickets one way. That was the cheapest one. The one that was leaving later in the afternoon was $3,000, $1,500 each for us to get home. So we spent another $700 on tickets. We lost the money for the original flights because they canceled it somehow. I don't know what happened there. And now we're at Logan Airport waiting to go home.
With 1 hour of sleep.
1 hour of sleep.
So cool.
We were out to dinner with my cousin, so what we did was drive back to the hotel, pack everything right away, sleep for an hour, then get up and drive to Boston. So we were on 1 hour sleep. Normally I get a good 3 hour sleep. Oh, there's a little French Bulldog here.
Only ADD.
ADD with French Bulldogs, that's how it works.